Boom, baby.
Say it.
Boom, baby.
Boom, baby.
I'm on the next level, yeah, I know you heard about it. You know I'm about it, and don't you ever doubt it. I'm incomparable, that's why they staring though. Turn up the stereo, check it out, check it out, check it out. I'm not just like a sauna, New York to California. You ain't seen nothing like this. Nobody do it like this. I'm on the next level, next level, on the next level. They all trying to catch up to my next level, next level, on the next level. Check it out, check it out, check it out. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la. You like that old school back in the music? That shit is old news. I'm popping through the ceiling. That's my motto. That's my motto. I lead, they follow. I'm about to break it down. Watch me while I work it. I'm not just like a sauna. New York to California. You ain't seen nothing like this. Nobody do it like this. I'm on the next level, next level, on the next level. They all trying to catch up to my
I thought I'd put you on first instead of me. Are you muted? You might be muted.
Yeah. Yes, I was looking at the chat. What's going on?
Well, my little plan worked.
Yes, it did.
Oh my goodness. So how is everybody doing today? I got my other brother's mother from another mother, Shapu, with me here. And we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to have a good show. And I'm pretty excited to show a couple of videos that I just recently acquired from some awesome subscribers and friends on YouTube. We're going to get to those in a little bit here. I just want to give everybody a shout out. I haven't done that in a while. Got about 34 people here now. So we got, let's see. Let me try to go all the way up. Melted Seraph. Seraph? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Surification? What does that mean? Surification or seraph? Does that mean something? We have to look it up.
He took his name and made like a verb with it, I guess.
I gotcha. So seraph is most likely his name. You put melted in front of it.
Yeah.
Surification.
Yep,
I got you. Okay. Takes me a minute. I'm not as smart as everybody always thinks I am. All right. We got Domestic Truther 69 in the house. Three Fingers is here. Melted Seraph. Lacrimosa. That's a new name. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. We got Mark from Our Melted Reality here. If you're not subscribed to Mark's channel, please do. He's got amazing boots on the ground footage. And if anybody has recently seen John Levy's video on the cook coal kilns, Mark from Our Melted Reality has been out to the cook kilns here in Alabama that are probably, I don't know, within 50 to 60 miles from where I'm at. And he's got all that footage, and they're exactly the same as what he's seeing, what John Levy sees out in his area. I think John Levy's maybe on a little bit larger scale, but I'm not sure, because what Mark showed was under still a lot of dead foliage and stuff. It's not as exposed as what John Levy was showing the other day, which, by the way, if you don't know about John Levy's backup channel, which I can't even think of the name of it right now. But anyway, if anybody knows John Levy's backup channel, put it in the chat here, because that's where the whole video is on in its entirety without him narrating over it like he does on his main channel. So you could see him driving up to the whole thing and walking around it with his dog and actually, you know, his actual video without commentary over it. And it's so good, I might even share it on here. I'm trying to make sure with him that it's okay before I just snatch it up and mirror it over here. Although I always drop the original link in the description box in case the person never gets back to me and I just really, really want to mirror it. Of course, they deserve credit anyway. That's not the point. But sometimes I don't ever hear back from anybody, and I'm like, I really want to mirror this. So I'll just do it anyway and just take a chance. Which one time that really bit me in the ass. That Jared Booster guy, or whatever his name is, he had a really good video on these little lantern things, and I mirrored it and put his original link in there and everything, and he still gave me a copyright fucking strike thing. So sometimes you just gotta watch your ass. Anyway, let me get back over here. Who else do we have here? Undoctrinated is here. What's up? And Anne's here in the house. I am Kairos. I keep saying these names wrong. I'm sorry. BWT is in the house. I can't say that full name. T Lessiter 777. Okay. Natalie, what's up? Going. Rob Truth is here. Steve Fenneran's in the house. What's up, Steve?
What's up, Steve?
Manny Silver's here. What's up? Holistic Media. I don't know how long it's going to take you to get your shirt, but it is mailed out. Once it goes through customs, I can't track it anymore. But just to send the shirt to Shapu, it took like 2.5 weeks. Yeah. And that's still, you know, that's not going across seas and stuff. So, oh, there you go. Got it done. Good. So just be patient. It should show up. When I sent Deborah, the red brick chick, her shirt, and she's in Australia, it took like almost 2 months to get there. I don't know what was going on. What's up, Juan? I see Juan's here. What's up, guys? All right. So get a sip of water here. It's been so hot. I still don't have my pull up, Shapu. Yeah, it's just too fucking hot.
Yeah, it's hot. But you gotta face the heat.
But I mean, it's too hot even to be out in the pool. Let alone put it up. It's just, it's that real humid, sticky, oppressive heat. And mostly, you know, it looks like it's going to rain, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? It's just, ugh. Anyway.
That's the weather we got here every summer.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had a really good summer in about 2 years. I mean, this one summer. First off, this year, I started mowing my grass in February, okay? I don't know what the fuck was going on from February till now, but we were already having heat waves in like February, March. I mean, I don't mow our grass in February. It's usually maybe like mid-April, depending on the weather, end of April going into May, we start mowing. And then you mow through the whole summer once a week, every week. But this year, we started in February, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's like, what's going on with this weather? I have no idea. I guess it's, I don't know. What do you think it is?
Well, they probably play with it, you know. They have so many things to change the weather everywhere that it probably just fucked the whole system, you know?
Yeah, it seems like when they mess with it and then it tries to go back to the way it was, you get like all these reverberations off of it. Like 1 year we were getting these Arctic blasts or something. The jet stream coming from the Arctic was dipping all the way down into the southern states. Like literally, it was like sub-zero here and stuff. My pipes were frozen for 5 fucking days because they don't bury the pipes very deep down here. They're like less than 6 inches under the ground, or maybe right around 6 inches, where, you know, up north, they're down further in the ground. So we had to put pipe warmers on these things and stuff. And plus we were in a trailer at the time. So it was just horrible. But anyway, yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyway, I'm happy to be here tonight, guys. We got some cool stuff we're going to get into. So I'm going to let Shapu get into a screen share because we're going to start off with this one video. And it's going to be the one with the bricks and the battery.
Okay.
Steve Fenneran, thank you so much. You sent me this. I have not gotten a chance to watch it in its entirety. I'm doing it right now live on the show. So check this out. All right, let's go big screen with this.
So y'all good?
Yeah.
So I'll just...
Okay, what's going on here?
Yep, you gotta mute. Yeah, there's an echo. You gotta mute out. All right. You should be good.
Let me test it.
Okay, so what's going on here? I've got both these meters hooked up to this brick. The one meter's reading almost 7 volts. and the second meter is reading almost 3 volts. 1 meter is a GB Instruments 500 volt, and the other one is a GB 300 volt tester, but very different readings. The batteries are good, I checked them, but still 7 volts out of a battery. One battery, 7 volts. Red brick, dry cell.
Dude, that's awesome. Well, we've always said that bricks are supercapacitors. They store energy, and you would want your grid system to be made of brick. Everything's been set up like a grid system. If you look at Las Vegas from 10,800 feet, it looks like a circuit board. They even put an article out about it. You can look it up. Las Vegas looks like a circuit board from 10,800 feet. You'll find the article. Everything that we look at across the board, across the plane, is set up in a mannerism of circuitry. Like they're utilizing the free energy of the natural plane itself. I mean, look, they made bricks, and it has energy in it. Energy that you're able to tap into and use. So that's a pretty cool video. And can we drop the link to that in the chat for that video? Would we be able to do that, Shapu? Tommy Rogers is in the house. What's up, Tommy? Melanie's here. What's up, girl? Cherie Ives is here. A dog named Boo is here. All right. It's okay. You're muted. I can't hear what you're saying, but I'll see if I can drop the link. I think I have it.
No, okay, sorry.
Okay.
I forgot. No, yeah, it's okay. I got the link right here. I was just saying that this guy made this video like 11 years ago.
11 years ago. So we're going to drop that in there for you guys. Check it out. You can share it with your friends if they don't believe you that bricks are supercapacitors. They're batteries. They have a functionality other than just building with. The buildings are the tech. When they're building the buildings with these bricks and these other components and Antiquitech within them, the building is the tech. So when you look at your circuit board and you see all these little components on your circuit board, that's like our reality that we live in. We've shown pictures of circuit boards that look like cities across, and you can't even tell the difference. One of the circuit boards that we had shown has World Trade Center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in it. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I'll have to look for those photos again and bring those up sometime. But
yeah, I've seen like an old movie from the 80s. What's it called again? It's the kids that build like a shuttle to go to space. But in the beginning of this movie, he's dreaming and he's flying over the city. And when he's flying over the city, it's a circuit board. They show the city as a circuit board.
Yeah, that's cool. So I am Kairos. I'm sorry if I was saying your name wrong. I am Kairos. I see you here in the chat, and I got your channel up. We're going to share your video next. I thought this was great. Boots on the ground meltology investigation, because meltology is the study and exploration of melted structures. And this is exactly what you were doing. You are a meltologist for sure. And I really appreciate your time and your work. So we're going to share your video, and we're going to drop the link in the chat so people can see, go to your channel link and subscribe. And this one is called Melted Brick Extraction. So we're going to show this one next, Shapu.
Just wait a second.
Yeah, no problem. No pressure. We got 43 people watching us.
All right. Okay.
All right. Audio.
All right, make sure you mute.
DOS. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
This is a brick, and I'm going to try to dislodge it carefully at its natural brick joint. It did what I thought it would do. That is cement mortar. This whole section is cement mortar. So this would be used, it's a mixture of sand, cement, and lime, maybe fire clay. And it's the main bonding agent of all the mortar that's used for all brick and heavy masonry construction. You can see here where the extreme temperature caused it to break bond. But very likely the silica in the mortar, the sand, when it goes to high heat, would have actually turned into glass as it vitrified. And so there's probably infused silica. I should have been smart and brought a little thing because I can look at these particles under the 1000 time digital.
Can you pause it there for a second?
And that's going to start filling in some of the blanks.
I think some of the I think obsidian glass is part of what this melted red brick turned into, and some of the other stuff that we see like mica and stuff like that. But obsidian glass, and we were showing it on the bricks that we were showing. Remember, Shapu, where this one side of the brick had that vitrified, glazed, shiny like glass look to it. Yep, this is really good. We can continue.
Every one of these joints apparently is a swollen, like a marshmallow brick in this wall. And look how huge it is. I mean, what was it, 10 feet thick? And I'm quite a ways up here again. Incredible.
That was really good. Really good. And, that shows that underneath this stuff, this coating that we see, and we're going to see this on these melted megalithic structures we're going to look at, that there's brick under there. I mean, it's just amazing. It's just more proof that the things that we're seeing on the surface are not what we're told or not what we've been taught to see them. It's a perception deception. And when you really start digging into this stuff, you start to realize these are melted buildings. I mean, that's it. Whether it's a megalithic structure or, I don't even know. Like, people are saying, oh, well, not all mountains. It can't be all mountains. Well, all the ones I've looked at it is. I can't look at every mountain in the world. That's impossible for me to do. I'd be sitting here until I was like probably 150. But, the things that we've covered on this show for however long I've been doing this, 3 years now, are melted buildings for sure. And we're going to get into some of this stuff here that I have on this site. I have it all translated and ready to go. So I'm going to just close out my Facebook so I don't have any issues.
All right. I got some great example of mountains too. So.
All right, cool. Well, we'll get into that a little bit. We'll kind of take turns, I think. Between me and my 3 sites, we'll probably do yours after I do this one site that we're going to look at.
All right.
All right. Let me see here. Let's go to this one. Okay, so here we are on this this Russian site that I've been looking at lately. I got this one to translate for me. It says remains of ancient civilizations, Elbrus and Altea, polished and melted megaliths. Originally taken from digital angle in remains of ancient civilization. So all these links here that I'm highlighting, traces of ancient civilization, polished mountains, and megaliths, remains of ancient civilizations, polished mountains, and here it says melted megaliths and settlements. So this site is really interesting because they know exactly what's going on. Okay, since I've translated a few of these things and stuff, clearly they are on point with everything that they're seeing as well. But we're going to look at melted megaliths and settlements. Let me click on this one. And I will drop the link to this because all this that you see in blue, you can click on and go down each rabbit hole of pictures, and it just goes on and on and on. And they have really, really good pictures. So I'm not going to be able to go through all of these here tonight, but I am going to get to this one. So let's see if it works for me. It's not looking like it's doing what it's supposed to do. Uh-oh. What is that? That's no bueno.
Loading.
Well, it's not supposed to look like that. Oh, wait a minute. All right, hold on. We're getting somewhere. I think. See, I didn't even have these issues before. Now I'm going to have these issues. It's just like, what the F, bro? Let me go back a page. Figure this out. Oh. All right, hang on. It's doing something. Oh my gosh. All right, we're back to that page. Oh, it got out of English too. It's not even in English anymore. All right. So this one said mountains, melted megaliths. Yeah, translate back to English for me, please. I might have to give this site to you, Shapu, for you to do it if it's not going to work.
Try it again. I'll just look it up on my end.
All right. Well, if you go to my Facebook page, it's on there. You'll see it when you scroll down my page. It'll have the 6 different squares, pictures of megalithic structures. Because this isn't going to work, and I can't sit here and let this thing just try to load. All right, I'm going to come off the screen share for a minute. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. This happens sometimes. You see it? It kind of looks like this here. Look, it's like that on my page.
Right, I'm going there right now.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Singe Man, what's up? Mr. Evil is in the house. I don't know if I like that name. You might have to turn it into Mr. Live, like reverse it instead of evil. Just saying.
Of course, it looks the same as yours, but it's loading. So
Okay.
now we'll share screen. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's not translating for me.
Okay, well, when you go to the highlighted part up top.
Yeah, here.
Hold on. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there you are. You're already on it.
Yeah, behind the no Jack Wagon.
Yeah. No, the pictures that you're on, the page you're on right now is pretty good.
Oh.
We can just scroll down this.
So
Okay, I think this one was under the melted megaliths is what we're looking at.
Yeah, this is the link under the melted megaliths. Yeah. So
Russia's got some crazy stuff. And it's not just Russia, it's other places as well, but a lot of this stuff is in Russia.
Yeah, this is pretty melted.
Oh, I hear your cat.
Oh, it's my cat? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My cats are out.
Yeah, she's right. So
Look at this one here. That one right there looks like the side of the building just melted away, and you're kind of seeing the interior of what's left of the building. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you can't distinguish anything anymore because it's all the same. It's changed. The old structure changed, just like I showed on the last video. That what crystal do in microscopic form.
Yep. And that's what we were seeing even when he was cracking open that rock and it was turned out to be a brick, which we all know bricks under there, but this is what's happening. It's happening on a microscopic molecular structure, rearranging of the atoms in the structure through heat, and it's transforming into something else.
Yes.
And then you mix it. You mix in the brick that's melting with whatever coatings over this, if it's a cement facade, if it's a geopolymer facade. I mean, these people were advanced, high tech. Why wouldn't they have geopolymer coatings over stuff? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, they had it. They had it all.
Yeah, so this is why I don't believe that, the rudimentary ships that were talked about early on, like the 1700s and stuff, with the, no communication and all this. How can you have all these elaborate buildings and build all this amazing stuff, and then you're just, bumping around the ocean with your sails on this ship, that it has no other means other than wind to move itself through the water? I don't buy all that stuff. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense on that whole thing.
Yeah, on that old depiction that you showed, was it me or CFM? No, I think it was you. They show like the mast with the anchor attached to it and just dragging along the water with the anchor. It was
yes, and there was tech on top of that mast as well. Not a sail, but tech on it.
Yeah.
Got a visitor. Hey, Patty.
Hi.
How you doing? Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let's come off screen
Hey.
share for a minute.
Hi, Patty.
Hi, Shapu. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, and you? Happy
Good.
to
I'm
see you.
honored that you sent me the link. I really am. Thank you.
I'm so glad you were able to make it, Patty. It's nice to see you.
Well, it's funny. When I got the link, I was in the middle of the supermarket. So I had another stop, and then I figured once I get home, have a quick supper, and then I could come on. So
I love your accent. I love your accent.
Oh, I don't have an accent.
Oh, yeah.
That's what everybody says. I have an accent, so I guess I must.
So you're in Massachusetts?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So I was baptized in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh.
And my grandparents lived there, and I would go up to visit them. And, because I have a Philly accent, they would make me talk and say certain words, but the way they would say, park the car in the garage.
Everybody always says that to me. Anytime I've ever traveled, if somebody in an airport hears me, they go, oh, you must be from Boston. Say, park the car.
Yep.
Such a big deal, Yeah.
They were fascinated with hearing me say Fruit Loops. I don't know why. Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops?
Yeah. Fruit Loops and stereo.
Stereo.
I don't know why.
That's how I say it.
You know what's weird, though? I say radiator.
Oh, I say radiator.
I say radiator. I don't know why. Now, I know it's a radiator that radiates heat, but in my house, when I was growing up, we always called it a radiator.
Radiator. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
And also, you're not nosy, you're newsy. Like,
oh, really?
Oh, you're being nosy. I'm like, no, you're being newsy. But you're sticking your nose in my news.
Yeah, the other thing is like men's pants, I guess they're khakis. Khakis. When I say khakis, people say it sounds like I'm saying khakis. Khakis. I say,
right.
It's different to me. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny.
Just a different part of the country. That's all.
Isn't it crazy, though, how we have such different accents throughout? I mean, even when you go over to England, Scotland, and Ireland, they're so close and they're so different and stuff, but their accents, just, I don't know what that's all about. What causes that?
But when you sing, your accent goes away.
Yes, I remember when I was a little girl and I would be like, oh my, and I would hear like a certain singer talk and I'm like, I had no idea they were British,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's so strange how that happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to get back into this screen share, Patty. We're talking about melted megaliths today.
Yeah,
And
great.
yeah, it's going to be fun.
Okay,
So-
thanks.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So, Shampoo, we ready to go on that? There we go. All right, here we are. I'm so happy you came, Patty. Okay, so we're going to leave it like this so you can see the three of us while we're showing the pictures. We'll zoom in on stuff, but wow, look at that. You can see the guy standing there.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a huge part. You can even see some kind of blocks here.
Yeah, can we zoom on this?
Not really.
Okay.
No, that's the most I can.
Okay. No problem.
Look at how little the guy looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you start cracking that thing open, you'll find some brick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Now look at this. This looks like ice cream melting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee ice cream. Yeah.
right? Coffee ice cream.
Yeah.
That's right. That's crazy. Amazing. This guy
I just
is
put the air conditioner on. You can't hear that, can you? In the background or no?
no, not really. Not really.
It's friggin' hot here too. It's like 94. So, ugh.
Yep. Same here. It's like pushing 100 degrees. It's crazy. This guy's climbing the melt.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so many climbers that do climb these melted buildings because there's a lot of grip on it, you know. Oh, what's going on? They didn't load. But this place is crazy.
Wow.
Can still see
Yeah,
all the places.
it looks like something you would see at Baalbek in Lebanon, like with the massive walls and stuff, but it's melted. You can see this thing was melting down over itself. It's crazy. Look at this. Look at this remnants of this megalithic wall here. Wow. So yeah, the brick, all the stuff that's on the inside is all ballooning out and expanding out, guys. And then you have whatever coating is over it as well that's going to be running down over it. Sometimes that causes a rock curtain to come down over the structure. We see that a lot in Petra. I bet if they start hacking away at Petra, they'd find brick in there, no problem.
Yeah.
That's definitely a wall.
Wow.
So they would consider this a natural geological outcropping of material, natural, but clearly, these are melted buildings. And everything that I've looked at on this site is, I agree with 100% that it's melted building.
Yeah,
Like this.
Mm.
This is a whole wall going across here. They would call this a mountain ridge. But it's actually a mountain of melted buildings is what it is.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Ty.
I was going to say there's two windbreakers.
Yeah. Right there. Yeah.
These are really huge.
Crazy.
I've made a post about this place, and right below there's like a lake, and right in the middle of the lake there's the continuation of this big wall that goes all around this place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, see, because we've been under a perception deception since the day we were born.
Yeah.
We were taught this generationally to see these things as something other than what they actually are. And in that, realizing that, you have to ask yourself, why? Why don't they want us to see these things for what they really are? Well, it's the same reason they don't want you to know that you're living under a dome on a flat plane. There was a major heat event that happened not too long ago, and it involves like 80% of the extinction of humanity and all things on the planet, on the plane. and they piggyback these resets, and they come out on top, and they rule over us again, and they give the next reset generation the same perception deception, and keep on with this whole lie. The whole thing is a lie.
Yeah, they don't want us to know where we live and what we live, and because they want us to be lost,
That's
so
right.
we don't find our true selves and take control of everything that we do, so yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy, Chapeau.
This is the part of the mountain, we saw the same part here.
Uh-huh. And that's a guy on a boat right next to it, right there, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See it? I gotta get my magnifying glass out.
Yeah, I got mine here too. We're being like fervent heat. Yeah, like fervent heat. I have this one. I have a regular one.
Yeah, that's a little dude right there.
Yeah, people go there and then jump up this rock, in summer.
And they have no idea. They just have no clue.
Probably not. Okay.
I think if we knew what caused these events and how we're connected to them, and how we have an effect on these events, that's why they don't want us to know about them. They want to keep us in the dark, say, oh, that's just a mountain of, just natural geologicals. It took millions of years to form over there. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. Move on. Because if we realize and we better understood the cyclical nature of this plane and these events that take place and how we are actually connected to the event itself, Shapu even has his own theories on this. How, Shapu, I'll just let you explain your theory on your feeling on your connection from humanity to the event itself.
Yes, I've came up with this because just looking at old pictures and everything about the art, they always talk about the art, and we know that when we know something, we know by heart, and our heart really, there's nobody can control. It's something that we have no control over totally, and that's I came up with it because what we feel, we really feel not in our head but in our hearts, and it's connected to the etheric field all around us, and every one of us too. We're all in one place all together, so what we feel, it affects everything around you, even if you don't think it does or not, it does. And so many things happen to me without thinking or knowing. It's just crazy. I can't really explain it.
They love to keep us in a negative, low vibrational state, and it's in a state of fear constantly.
Yeah.
I feel that we're at the end of this short season of Satan. I think we're going into the next cycle. Okay. I think which means there's going to be an ending and a beginning. And in between that ending and the beginning is the X Factor event itself. And it depends on us how bad it's going to be. And if we're not in the right heart space and head space and right spiritually, then things could go really, really bad for humanity. But I think if we're in a really, really good place and we're living in abundance of joy, love, and grace, and not all this fighting and fear and everything like that, that we would actually look forward to this event happening, and that we would actually move forward maybe and get a higher perspective of spirituality and reality. As far as being in this reality, maybe more of our senses would be online. We'd have heightened awareness. We would be able to read each other's minds, levitate, astro travel. We wouldn't need all these technologies to do all this stuff that we probably already have the ability to do, but it's been shut down. And I think that the way they piggyback these resets, it's in their benefit to have us in this state and get everything destroyed, and they come out on top again. They rename everything, reposition everything, and start the whole story over again. But they always come out our rulers if they keep us in the dark on this stuff. And it's not just that we're on a flat plane with a dome over us and there's more land and all this stuff like that. It's everything around us they're lying about. The air itself they've lied to us about. You do some studies on the air and the ethereal energy in the air itself. We've been lied to about everything. This is why they pollute everything so bad, and they corrupt everything so badly. But we're going to continue on with these pictures.
I think that the previous existence that was destroyed probably had all the abilities spiritually and able to connect with each other. They didn't even have to speak, because it was done,
Yes.
And I think that for whatever reason it happened, they destroyed it. But I think we all still have an innate ability to do it. What we have to do is learn how to open up more and learn how to reconnect. But they're afraid that we can do that that there's a possibility that we can do it. That's why all these things have happened with the food being poisoned, everything, the water, everything. It's to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, but you can still see it, when it happens so many times that you just think about one person, and the next thing you know, he calls you, or he just happens to come to your door, or you see him right in the street, or at the store. Oh, I was just thinking about you,
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the connection.
This is why we see a lot of symbols more than writing. We see symbols everywhere, and we're always trying to decipher what these symbols mean, because this is how they communicated with each other. They didn't have to speak. And also, when you're living like that, you can't lie. There's no lying.
Right.
when you can read each other's thoughts, you can't lie to each other. It's impossible. So there goes half the world's problems right there out the window.
Exactly.
I think somebody, maybe Juan up here, was asking about the Georgia Guidestones. I have not touched on it at all. I have not given it any energy at all. I think it was a part of a ritual. I remember when they went in and they smashed that cube that was up there. What was it, like 7-8 years ago? If we do the math, I'm sure it comes out to some crazy number or something. But about 7-8 years ago, they had a guy go in there, and there was people visiting the Guidestones when this guy was there. And he went up, got a ladder, and he was told to do this by the people who own this thing, that he had to take out this cube and smash it up and take all the pieces away. And nobody understood why he even did that or whatever. And then now it seems like they're doing some type of a ritual.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. You got to know why they put it there in the first place,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They put it there just to make you think that they can't take the control over the population, but the population controls itself, because the numbers that they say that 2030 we need to have this many people, but they already knew that the population will drop 30% by then, because of we have less children that what our grandparents did, So all of this was just another control mechanism for people.
Yeah, on my grandmother's side, she had 28. My grandmother's mother had 28 kids, guys.
Oh.
I know, my uterus hurts just thinking about it. 28. Okay. And on my grandfather's side, he had 16 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly they had no TV or nothing going on, and no contraceptive. So, had a lot of sex.
Yeah, exactly. But now, if it's rare, if you see like a couple having 3 kids, 3 children, so you do the math.
Neither one of my sons even have children, and my youngest is 28, going to be 29 the end of this month, and Christopher, my oldest, is 34.
Yeah,
exactly. But they knew this back then in the 80s. They did a study about this, and it's called what is it called? I made a post about it. There was a book on it, and the book you cannot be found anywhere anymore.
Really, they took it off the market. Yeah. Do that
So
a lot.
when I made the post, someone tried to find the book, and they couldn't.
Huh.
It's called the Age Quake. That's what it's called.
Mm.
Yep. So they already knew all about this, but they tried to take control over like our minds and our thoughts. So we think they have the control over the population, but we are the ones. So this place, it's pretty amazing. You see this, Patty?
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Jen, are you
Wow.
there? No, I think she's done.
I think she stepped away for a second.
Hey guys, no, I got my mom on the phone. I
Oh,
just
okay.
needed to make sure I got these numbers correct. Okay, so my mother's on the phone right here. You can't see her number, but it says mom. Okay.
Hi, Jen's mom.
Okay, so I want you to tell everybody, Mom, on your mother's side, on Grandmom's side, how many kids did she have?
My grandmom on my mom's side gave birth, and that's what you have to listen to, gave birth to 28 children. At that time, not all of them lived, and there were 6 or 7 sets of twins.
Oh my goodness.
Next question.
My Pup on his side, how many did his mom have?
There was, she gave birth to 15, and I think 4 died at birth.
All right, I love you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
All right, I love you, Mama.
Bye.
Everybody says hi to you too. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Love you, honey.
Love you. Bye. Okay, so I didn't want anybody to think I was exaggerating. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. They had more kids back in the day.
I know my husband's great grandfather had 21 children. That was with 3 wives, excuse me, and the wives all died. But
Wow.
21 children altogether in that family, the Fugels, yeah. Wow.
I know
That's-
my uterus is hurting just thinking
Yeah,
about
I
it.
know.
Oh my.
Yeah, this is only like 2 generations ago, so.
I figured we were it'd be about 5 generations within 100 years. If you go by every 20 years, and you go back 250 years. So what are we like? Maybe like 15 generations in from the last X Factor event, maybe a little less, 12 to 15, maybe 13 generations. Maybe that's significant.
My mother passed in November. I think I told you that, Jen. She was 102, right? 102 she lived to be. I always would ask her now she was Polish, 100% Polish. So I would say to her, what did Babci, my grandmother, her mom, say about when she was a little girl? And she said, well, all she knew is that she was orphaned when she was 5 years old. Her and her younger sister Rosalie was 3. So they were sent to work on a farm someplace in Poland or Austria, out, that area. And they stayed there until they were 15 or 16 years old. And then someone helped them get all the paperwork done and everything to come to America, to come to this country. But she had no idea what had happened to her parents.
Wow.
So, yeah, I know. I wish I had asked my mother more questions. I even wished I had asked my mother what she had been taught in school, in grammar school, about this plane.
Right.
I didn't because I only started to get into this about 10 months ago. So,
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, I think, they had something to do with the, orphan trains, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe. My grandfather on my mother's side, my grandfather's father was orphaned in Italy. He got left on the convent step and then he got adopted. And him and his sister, when they were young, I forget how old they were, but the sister was older. We're trying to catch a boat over to America. It just happened to be the Titanic, and they missed the boat. They missed the boat.
Really?
They missed the boat, dude. If they would have been on that boat, I probably wouldn't even be here right now.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. When we first heard the story, we were just looking up ancestral stuff. After my grandfather died, we wanted to know more about his father.
Yeah.
And because my family's from the city of Salerno in Italy on my dad's side. And on my mom's side, they're also from Salerno, but we weren't sure from Italy, but we weren't sure of the exact location. So we were trying to trace that back from exactly where they were from in Italy. And this is when we came up with that whole story. It was all cataloged and everything. It was crazy. I'm like, dude, they missed the boat.
The boat. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Wow is right.
So I see CFM is in the chat. What's up, CFM? Hello, Zal Moxis is here. What's up, Zal? And I said, hey, Juan. All right, guys. So here on this picture, we have a side of a mountain that was melted, and then it it started sliding down, melting down, and then it solidified and hard back up. Clearly, this was a building that was melting, not a mountain.
Yes.
Is the caption below it in English? I can't tell.
No.
Did you get it? No?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure. But I do remember this photo from a long time ago, and I know that that's exactly what that is there. So,
Yeah. You can see boom, going down. You know.
Yeah, look at that.
yep. And then it just stopped. It just
Yep.
hardened back up. The heat was taken away.
Right.
Okay, so here we have some of that stuff like the guy earlier on his video was chiseling away at. It's kind of like whatever coating's over this stuff, it's kind of bubbled out and ballooned out a little. But we've seen other instances where you can see parts of these things broken off and you can see the big brick patterns within them. But they consider these like megalithic structures. We see this also at, Shapu, is it Teotihuacan? Or no, it's Sacsayhuam with those walls, the jagged walls going across. Remember, it's kind of like a zigzag pattern, and they're ballooned out, but one portion of it had broke off. And they're like, "How did they put these megalithic stones up here?" You can see the brick under it.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, these things were never looking like in their original state. They did not look like this, like balloon marshmallowed out. They had another form to them prior to this, and it was probably really smooth and nice and maybe like, dare I say, granite-like or something like that, you know. And now the heat event comes and it works it all out of shape and stuff, and then we're left with this once it hardens back up.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
they all were covered by some kind of a marble finish or something, another kind of crushed stone, you know,
Yep.
to make Elias powder, and then they just coat it with it because they could do anything, you know, more than we can with power tools.
Right.
Yep.
This is just crazy melt. Look at this.
So we're going to also drop the link to this if we haven't already done it, but we will drop the link to this website in the chat so everybody else can look at it and translate it to English as well. But yeah, guys, we're back on that Russian site that we were on last week, and they just got really good pictures. Wow, look at that. Now, see the way it's all wavy and bubbly like that on the ground? Above the foot onto the next block, it's kind of like dips in and it's bubbly and stuff looking. I see that on the interior of cave walls and stuff all the time.
Yes.
And then right here in the front, next to the foot, but closer to us, looks like the cooked out brick pattern right there in this lower right hand corner there. There you go. Look at it. Oh, baby, there's the fucking brick. It's just like what he had cut off earlier. I'm sorry, what was that guy's name again? I am
Kairos.
I am Kairos. I'm so sorry. It's a new name for me, and I'm not good with names. I apologize, but I'm great with brick and melted brick. So there's that. But yeah, this looks like almost the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see some bricks.
Yeah.
This is what your picture that you did.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail for this. And I think the picture below it zooms in a little on it. But you can see that this was some type of structure, guys, and it melted down. This was a building.
Wow.
This is not natural. This did not take hundreds of millions of years to form.
And again, this is really high. It's on top of the biggest hill in this region.
Yeah.
Biggest mountain, you want to call it.
Because the mountain is the building.
Yep. Exactly. You can see it right here. Look how high it is, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, these are all places that are already covered, but it's always good to look at again. And there's chambers everywhere in these rocks.
Yeah, chambers that haven't closed up, haven't rock curtained over them. I mean, on the one out on that one there that you're circling, that looks like it's got covered over. Like you could probably pop through some of those apertures there and maybe still get inside some of this, but some of it is already rock curtained over itself.
Yes. They probably did that here, we don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Closer shot.
I love how they always say these things are carved. And it's like,
I know.
They're all carved the same way. Some people were drinking wine one day and carved all this stuff out all drunk.
A lot of wine.
Let's carve some rock.
Top parts.
Wow. I wonder what's down in those holes.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were done just to find these places or it was there for the melt. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I love places that they just drill or try to punch to find these places because they knew where to look. We always say that they are mining the metals, the materials from the
Precious
old
metals. Yeah.
Like when they go in and they mine gold, gold is melted. Every time you find gold, I don't care where you're at, what you're doing, metal detecting, you're on your own, you find gold. It is melted. It always looks like it has been melted.
Yeah.
Jenna, Doug Hickson just asked, he sent you some pictures that looks just like this.
All right, Doug.
I don't know if you know him, Doug Hickson.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my thing. But you can keep going.
Melted steps. Again.
Of course, melted steps.
The melted stairs there, look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's carving melted steps?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Nobody has an answer.
Nope.
Melted. It's melted and pushing out. Look, if you go to look at the ground level there, see where the lower windows are? It's pushing out it's crushing down and pushing out.
Yeah.
You can see when it solidifies and it hardens and it's just stuck like that for all eternity, for everybody to see, everybody to witness. But no, they tell us it's carved.
Yep. Just got this shelf there just to put the wine, probably.
Their wine for their janky doorways and stuff. So they attribute this stuff to ancient civilizations, megalithic structures, all that stuff. These aren't, guys. These are just regular buildings. The same melted buildings we've been showing you. It's just that with the heat expansion and everything like that, they look like these weird, wonky. I mean, just look at Petra, for Christ's sake.
But they just put out documentaries every year about this place, Petra, and just to tell people, to remind them that it was carved, I have a friend that is not a meltologist or anything like this. Just, did you ever look at this place? Yeah, I know all about this place. Just look at this documentary saying that they carve out of this. And yeah, they're lying.
Yeah.
That's what I just told her.
Apparently they have the same carvers all over the plane, and they got the same people doing the same petroglyphs all over the plane, because I don't care where you go and look at petroglyphs, 99% of them all look the same. All of them.
Yes.
So they must all have the same artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because, Jen, the thing that you asked me to find, this cathedral, just you remember the cathedral, slanted cathedral that they said that the one guy built?
Yes. And
the same guy was attributed other places, but if you look at the real thing that he built, is just normal buildings, like square buildings, but they attributed these.
Yeah, he was he was trying to be eclectic and find new ways for weight distribution and stuff, and it was incomplete and all this stuff. But when you look at this place, it's burnt out, cooked out, melted brick. Like, and we always say you would not build like that. What's he doing? Is he going around picking up old melted brick and trying to build this place? And then you would have to have a team of people who understood this type of weight distribution stuff that you're even trying to talk about. Okay, here it is here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I don't know if we can zoom in or not, Shapu, but we can get some good views on this brick and stuff. Now they've come in and refurbished it and shored it all up and put floors in and everything as far as the outside goes. It's tourism.
It's coming. It's coming.
There we go.
So they're saying that he built like this, you know.
Yeah, like look at these bricks that are popping out up here. Okay, we see this all over the place everywhere we go. Okay, it's just and also there's a tower to this thing as well. You're not seeing the whole place in this picture. The tower itself has these bricks that are popping out all over it. On the one wall, and even like that pillar right there, you know, there's just cooked out brick everywhere.
Yeah, you probably put this one, probably just took the top part off, you know, and put like another ceiling, and maybe added some stuff, but he didn't build all of this, you know. Maybe put these kind of pillars that don't belong with.
And they're on the inside too, those crazy pillars. And when you see the ones on the inside, the way they have these things, it's a pillar and then a huge boulder and then brick on top of that going up to the ceiling. Do you have any interior pictures of this?
No, I didn't. I thought you had like you wanted to show it, so I didn't take any pictures of this place.
Let me see if I have any of them over here. I thought I did.
But we can make like a search. I think.
Look, he put those crosses there on the outside, though, didn't he?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put the glass in, stuck some crosses up. But look at how cooked out this brick is. It's popping out everywhere. It's melting together, like right where Shapu's pointing.
Yeah.
It's just
exactly.
Oh, I know.
He tried to replicate the same thing on his new parts here. You can see that probably had it like these glass tiles, but nothing can replicate this because it was melted.
Yeah, they're like, melt those bricks over there, push them all together, and then hand them to me. I'm going to stick them up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Remember when we covered like these melted castles? They say that they use like fire to melt these castles together. Oh my god! They always try to find something. But no, I don't. Maybe I could bring some. I think I have saved a bookmark.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. So Doug, it was asking me about the email that he sent me, and I got the Georgia Guidestones explosion. Is that what you were talking about that you sent me pictures of? Let me click on this and see what it shows me. I don't, some stuff with Fox I can't show.
No, I think it's about a mesa, something like that.
All right, hold on. Let me go back to.
So this is the interior, Jen.
Okay, look. Okay, here we go. Can we zoom in on these pillars? Doug, I'm going to get to that. I promise. I'm going to look it up here in just a minute, but I got to talk about this. Look at this, guys. Look at this construction.
Look at that green pillar on the left. What a mess. Look at it near the top.
The picture is not warped. The pillars are bent like that, guys. Okay? They're bent like that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe him that he put these on because they're so janky and doesn't belong with the old world, you know. But all the rest, the guy did not do.
And that whole ceiling is all brick. That I know it kind of looks like wood in a way and stuff, but the ceiling is all brick, all of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy design. Somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, working with, unskilled people that, I mean, you would have to have a team of people that really understood what you know what I mean? And you're talking about the 1800s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gaudi. This is the
Yeah.
guy.
All right, let me look up his thing again.
So he did this kind of building too, like a melted building. This is his craft.
Yeah, this building was really strange looking. It does look like it's all warped. Like it's
And the cathedral, the cathedral in Barcelona.
And that has a melted side to it too.
Yeah. Yeah, right here you can see it. The same guy that attributed this place.
Yeah, look, there's the melted side right there.
Yeah.
Who's carving melted stuff on this cathedral? That's what I want to know. Come on. It's melted. Look, it's melted.
Dripping, yeah.
Oh, no, they carved it. They carved it that way.
Crazy.
He either knew about it or, it's just crazy. But what he does, except for these building, the other ones that he attributed his name to, sorry.
What your cat doing now?
Oh, Doug, I have one of your pictures up here. It's pretty cool. Let me see here. I can see the brick pattern in it too. Oh,
wow, yeah.
That's from Doug.
You should make it big. We don't really see in the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do that now. Let's see, I'm gonna have to take you two out though if I do that. I would have to go big with it. Anyway, we're gonna keep going on our screen share here. I'll figure this out because we only made it through. We're not even through the whole site yet, and I still have 2 other sites to go. Okay, here's one of these stone balls, and we were talking about what we saw in Ethiopia on the last show, Shapu, with those weird white round ball things. And when I had Bill Miller on, which by the way, Bill Miller is in the title, guys, but he was not able to make the show tonight. I apologize. I'm going to change it to Patty as our guest, and Patty, I will make sure your links are in the description after I get done this show. But when I had Bill Miller on, we had saw some stuff that was pretty interesting that looked like some of these balls, but it was like a half up one where it was like embedded in like the melted building and stuff. Kind of reminding me of what we saw at Sodom and Gomorrah with the sulfur balls embedded into the melted ashy buildings.
Yeah.
So we carved that.
Yeah, you find this type of thing on top of fences and top of cathedrals. They all have these kind of.
I see a lot of those on like people's like the end of the driveways.
Yes.
They'll have a pillar of melted bricks on either side, and then those balls on the top. Yeah.
Sorry. I'll take this call because it looks like it's important.
All right, no problem. All right, so these are some melted steps, but I think that they are attributing this to a pyramid in Russia, a melted pyramid in Russia. And as we scroll through these pictures, you'll see what we're talking about. And some of this stuff looks a lot like what the gentleman was showing earlier. How do you say his name again, Patty? I am
Kairos.
Kairos.
Kairos. Kairos. Yeah.
I am Kairos was showing earlier. And you'll see that as we move through these pictures, more of these big ballooned out blocks. And they actually kind of slope down right into what looks like a lake or something like that. But they're saying that it may be part of a pyramid. And at one point in these pictures, pyramids have a thing called a pyramidium. on top of the pyramid. It's the capstone. And there's literally a capstone laying in this river. You'll wait till you see it.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy stuff. I love these sites. I'm gonna see if I can drop a link. This link here. Let me grab it. Put it in the chat for everybody. And I'll do that with the other two that I have while we're waiting for shampoo.
I love it. I don't know who it is that started calling him shampoo, but it's kind of stuck now. Yeah.
Well, this is what would happen. I talk my text a lot. And whenever I say shampoo in the text, and sometimes I'll talk my text in the chat here as well. And I just hit post and it's like, me and shampoo.
Yeah.
So everybody started calling.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
It's cute.
He likes it. All right, this is the other site that we're going to. We haven't been on this site yet, but we're going to show this. I'm going to just drop the links now in the chat. You guys can have them for yourselves. And let me get this other one up here. I got one more link to drop. So you guys can just, share them, show them to other people, whatever you want to do.
Spread the word.
Yeah. They translate to English. It just takes a minute for the translation to go through. I don't know why, but on my end it does.
No, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
My friend's mom just went into the hospital and she didn't need to go check on his dogs tomorrow. So.
Oh, well, we're going to have to say a prayer for them. I hope everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, she's been having trouble for some time breathing, and now it's the time that something happened.
We'll say some prayers.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks.
Okay, so Shampoo, these are supposedly part of a melted pyramid. I remember when I had translated it that this is what they were talking about here. But if you scroll down a little, I think it's going to show more of what they can. Oh, maybe not on this site, but maybe further down it does. As we go through the pictures, you'll see parts of this melted pyramid in Russia.
But wow.
Yeah. At first, I just thought they were melted steps, but I think it's part of some kind of pyramid thing. And this one, I think, is in Russia too. This part here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this place.
Yeah, we can go past that one. All right, look at that. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It was definitely part of a building. You can't barely make anything out now or anything, but there it is.
Yep. Oh, this is interesting. It's
wow.
The mortar line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
But,
I've seen some boulders around like that too, with those kind of lines in them.
Yeah, they have them all over up Mount Chiha around here. They're everywhere. Look at these square blocks.
Wow.
Everything makes so much more sense once you realize this shit's all melted. It all makes sense as far as I'm concerned.
Me too. Because I can remember even like 10 years ago going someplace where there was a lot of boulders and rocks and, not knowing what it was, just the regular narrative that, oh, that's just from the glaciers. The glaciers did that. Whatever.
Oh,
yeah. But I'd like to revisit a lot of the places I've been now, to see again.
Oh, yeah.
Of eyes.
Absolutely. It's going to be amazing when you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how you can say this, because how many times that I tried to break a rock with the ice, it never did. Always, ice always broke,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go over to my other page here. You guys scroll through that and just and talk for a minute, because I got to scroll down here. Let's see if I'm sure I have it.
Yeah. You can still see like the block lines on this one. It's just nice.
Yeah.
And some have melted together or closed down. But again, so high, nothing else that high. This, you know.
Okay. All right. I know where I want to go now. Okay, Shapu, I'm going to take over the screen share for a moment. You can keep that site open, though. We may go back to it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to let you come off, and I'm going to go because we were just talking about that pyramid, and I have the pictures up. Let me go over here to screen share. All right, guys, let me scroll up a little in this site here. See what we're showing you. Okay, so we just saw the steps here on that last site. And let me go down here. Here's several caves were discovered that go deep into the earth when trying to enter, into which people began to feel the strongest inexplicable horror.
Inexplicable horror. Is that what they say?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they said. They got a really bad vibe.
Wow.
When they went or tried to go in. Now, look, this is like what that guy was trying to chop up and pulled that brick out. It's the same kind of stuff here. See how it's like ballooned out squares and stuff?
Right.
Yes.
And here, look, you can see it again, the whole pattern here and everything. There's a whole wall back here. This reminds me of Yamaguni in Japan, under the water, Yamaguni. That structure that they say is man-made, it's underwater like a pyramid. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's called Yamaguni in Japan. So here is the side of the Great Pyramid with its casing stones, and here is what looks like some kind of pyramid with casing stones that have melted right here. And if you look in Egypt, like right here, this is all melted. Let me zoom in here. Where the casing stones are off, you can see that it's all melted. Expansion, the ground's cooked out. The pyramids are just really crazy. You really dig into them. Chapu's got some really good pictures on the pyramid with brick all over it.
Yes, I remember this show.
All right, so here's the other side of this pyramid. You can see it slopes down into water here. These would be considered their casing stones, I guess is what they're trying to say here. They're likening it to the pyramids in Egypt. It's just got huge outcroppings of boulders everywhere. This is what Mount Chiha looks like all over when I'm up there. It's just, you could tell it was a building. Okay, and then you got these crazy stones, these rounded stones. And here's another side wall to this supposed melted pyramid. Everything's cooked out looking. Now this, I forget what they said this was, but this looks like a little windbreaker over here. Just saying. I could go down a little bit further to find this one picture. Okay, look at this. Look, it's just like what he was chipping away.
Yeah.
With earlier in the video. See, these are all bricks right here with a coating over them. Okay, so here's more of those supposed casing stones. Goes right down into the water. Shapu, didn't you show something like this maybe or one time along a river that had something like this? I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember, but I don't remember the place where it was. But
yeah, because I remember seeing pictures that look like this. It may be the same location, but they're liking them to some type of casing stone here. Now look at these fucking perfect blocks here.
Wow. Look at that.
Goes right down into the water, guys. Look at that. Straight down into the water. That's pretty interesting. I don't know what the spiral is here, but all of this is all melted. So this could have been some kind of structure that just melted down and swirled around on itself.
Yeah. Turned up. Yeah.
Right. Here you have, oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what I did there, but here you have layers of brick. You can see how the brick was cooked down and squishing down on itself. They call these sedimentary layers, but here you can make out the brick clear as day.
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
becoming, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's more.
Me
See,
too.
it's all cooked together with the brick. It's got the heat striations in it that we call pickaxe marks. You can see them there. And this is exactly identical to what I see up on Mount Shiha everywhere.
Really?
Is
Yeah.
these boulders. Some of them are more rounded, but a lot of them are square like this. You can see they've been extreme heat, completely cooked out. Look at this right here. It's completely cooked. And here is the top of the pyramid,
Oh,
laying in the
wow.
river, a pyramidium. And if you guys have never seen a pyramidium before, Shapu, maybe you could do a quick search for me. Do the Egyptian pyramidium. And they have one in the Cairo Museum.
Oh, yeah.
That is complete. It's not damaged. And you can see that it is identical to this thing that we're looking at here.
Oh, wow.
Do a quick comparison. So I'll come off my screen share real quick and give it to you so you can compare it. There we go. I have a little lag on my side, guys. Sorry. 58 people here. Okay, so we're going to show you guys what a pyramidium looks like. The ones that survived in Egypt, which would be the capstone on top of the pyramids. All right, here we go.
This thing.
Hang on, I don't see it. It's loading.
All right.
Loading.
It's loading for you?
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. There you go. Now there's one there beside a pyramid. Well, not the one furthest in the distance, but yeah, there's one in the museum as well. That is actually one from the top of a pyramid. Not that one, the one before that. Yeah, that one there. And they have a really nice one in the Cairo Museum. It's got hieroglyphs on it. That might be it right there, that dark gray one. There you go. Now let's zoom in on that. That looks identical to what I just showed you laying in that river in Russia, okay? Yeah. There you have it. All right, so I'm going to come off. We're going to go off that screen share. I'm going to go back over to this site real quick. Thank you, Shapu. I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, that was good.
We'll have to do a comparison on those two pictures, maybe side by side. That would be cool. Let me see if I can get my screen share to work. I'm clicking, nothing's happening. All right. Give me 1 second. Stuff isn't responding for me. Sorry, guys. I must have something loading in the background that's holding me up. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, that's what it is. I'll close that out. Okay, there we go. All right, so there it is there. Can you see it?
Slowly.
Yeah, it's back up now, right?
No.
All
now
right,
it is.
Loading that. Okay.
It's up there.
So you can see it's pretty much the same thing. It's a capstone. So it does seem that this thing was some type of pyramidal structure and the capstone got blew off. I don't know. Again, here you can tell that there's a coating over everything. It's all washed over everything and coated everything over. But I'm sure if you start digging, chipping away at this stuff, we'll probably find brick patterns in there too. Okay, you see the ground's all cooked out. This is interesting. I mean, I don't know if this is a melted capstone or what's going on with this picture, but oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. My thing's a little.
It looks like it could have been, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because some things when they melt, they get misshapen and they lose their form. So if this was the bottom part of the pyramid, it could have just some of it's melted away, and this is what's left. Or I could be wrong too. I don't know. But again, we see more of that stuff. Like I Am Kimura was showing earlier, where you could just probably chisel away parts of these things and find the brick inside. It just seems to be cooked over and cooked out.
I think the coating is a result of it being cooked out so much, right? It just forms that. It looks like a thin cement coating or something over it, but I think it's just it's cooked out so much. That's what happens.
Yep. Look, here we can see kind of like the interior of it.
Yeah.
Of this. So you can see that there's brick layers through it. You can almost make out brick, but it's cooked. It's really cooked. Look at this massive thing just sloping down here. That's huge.
Wow.
The building. There's probably rooms up inside this thing and everything that didn't close up.
Yes.
Yeah.
These do look very much like casing stones that have been warped out of shape and melted for sure.
Mm.
All right, let me see down here a little further. What else we got here? Oh, wow, look at this one.
Hmm.
It's all building, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And here it is again. It's so cooked out. Look, you can kind of make the brick pattern out on the side, but the top of it is so cooked out. It almost looks like the heat striations, like when they, when you're in Cappadocia and Derinkuyu and stuff, they say they carved out these underground cities and stuff. They're just so cooked out. They're heat striations. Look at this. This is part of a building. All this rubble is building rubble.
That's like what Leanne is finding on the shores of Lake Ontario, right, Shapu?
Yes, yes,
finding
yes.
Carnegie, all that kind of stuff there. Yeah.
Oh, yes. She finds great stuff.
Yeah. Get these perfect right angles.
Wow.
I don't know what this was. It could have been a
What is
collapse. I don't know. Some kind of hole. Maybe it was a dome and it collapsed in on itself. I don't know. But it's definitely all cooked out.
There's a page on
There's
your
one of those.
trying to load, and maybe this is what.
Yeah, that's what it was, Shapu. The last one that I remember when I clicked on the picture by accident. It tries to load, is what it's doing. It kept trying to load.
Now it goes. Yeah, it's much better.
Look at this thing.
Oh my!
I guess somebody just came along and carved this out and decided, well, I'm going to sleep in here. Oh. But look, you can see mortar lines through it. Look, if you look closely, you could see one going across here. You can see them riding up the side here.
Yeah.
All through here. Yep.
Wow.
So this is near Kola, they say. Kola Peninsula.
Is that in Russia?
Yes. This is where they dug the deepest hole on Earth. The Kola.
Oh, okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about, the Kola mine,
Yeah.
So, this does look like melted casing stones here. I mean, it could have been a pyramidal structure that melted down, got blasted during the X Factor. Here's the casing stones for the Egyptian pyramid over here. On the side. Very, very similar. Very, very similar. All meltification going on here. No carving.
Where are those?
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to imagine what these things could have looked like prior, Like, I mean, we're seeing it all busted up, broken up, and melted and fallen over and stuff. It's crazy. All right, let me see if I have anything else down here. I think I'm going to go to the next site over. Let me go to this one here. I got to go back up to the top. Unknown Megaliths of Gornea, Shoria. That's where we're at now. I did drop this link. I will drop it again in the chat for you guys to check out on your own. It does translate to English. You just have to give it a minute or two. Oh gosh, my StreamYard's gone now. Oh, there it is. All right, let's put this in the chat. Jeez, did it work? There it is. I have a little lag over here. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Look at this structure. It has not only melted down, it's collapsing as well. It's pretty crazy looking. It almost looks like cartoonish in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now this, when you see this right here, all these talons and stuff, piles, when you look at Mount Antero in Colorado, it's made up of all this stuff.
Wow.
And within that, when they go digging around down into these piles and stuff, they pull out aquamarine crystals.
Mm.
I imagine you'd probably find them here. It looks like the same kind of setup. Look, you can see there was a wall coming down right here, sloping up this way.
Yeah.
All right, so here we have more rubble. I know it's exciting, isn't it? But it's even more exciting when you realize it's parts of a melted building. Then it becomes something completely different. Here you can see what remains of this wall.
Oh,
Fell
boy.
apart and stuff. They may even have, who knows, helped this thing collapse on its own a little bit more, maybe through some bombing. I don't know, but you know, maybe to make it not look so structured. But look, when you just start looking, you start seeing the red brick.
Red bricks. Yep. There they are.
There's another wall. You can see right there.
Yeah.
You know, it's the little brick pattern right here underneath everything. There's some up here, you could see it. But if you chipped away at this stuff here, you would see more underneath. Now, there's some people right there. So it gives you an idea of how big this thing is.
How big that is. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, and that person's climbing the wall. Look, right here.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
somebody climbing up it.
They have no idea what they're climbing.
Right?
Right? Yeah.
It's crazy. So geologists tell you these are sedimentary layers. I'm telling you, this is melted brick. Here you can see the squished down brick pattern right here, just like I showed you guys on the last stream in that slate mine, coming down the slate stairs that they made that leads into a slate corridor. It had this same squished down brick pattern right here in it. It's crazy. I would love to go explore this place. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Looking. Yep. Again, we can make out the squished down brick pattern, no problem. Some bricks even retain their spaces between them here, but they're being squished down and pushed down and squished out. And then everything solidified. Oh, what's this? Is that a brick?
Oh my goodness.
Is that a brick?
Yeah.
I think so. Again, it has that coating over it too, that cooked out coating that seems to coat everything and it's all melted and stuff. Here, though, it's not so much. You can still make out a lot of things that are going on underneath. Different levels of heat means different levels of heat damage. And you have to look and look and look, because everywhere you go, there's different levels of heat damage. A lot of people get confused when we talk about X factor event and extreme heat. They think that we mean that everything at once, all at the same time, the same level of heat. We're saying, yeah, everything all at once, but not the same level of heat everywhere. It depends on where the circuit board, what's on the circuit board in those locations, what the functionality was of that particular location, how bad it's going to fry. If you fry a motherboard, some components melt down completely to the point where you can't even make out what that component was. And it melts out over other things that are okay and intact. You have other things that melt down halfway and the other half of it's still standing there okay, and it's just muffed up on one side. And other components look perfectly fine, but they just don't work anymore. They're broke. And this is what we're seeing across our plane with this spring system.
Right.
And we saw last week that depending on the atmospheric condition, everything could change. It could make a completely different kind of rock or...
Exactly.
Right.
And that may happen within the cooling process itself. Maybe everything didn't cool at the same rate of cooling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things to take into consideration when we talk about the extreme heat event. And then we think, well, there's got to be this one thing that caused the extreme heat event. I think there were many things at play that caused the extreme heat event, all working in tandem with each other to create this event to happen. I think Polaris is involved. I think our sun and moon are involved. I think whatever is below us, the black sun, whatever, the smoky god, whatever you want to call it, I think that has something to do with it. And so there's many factors to the X factor itself, and many factors and layers to the actual cooling of all this stuff as well, and what it all winds up looking like, what we're seeing here on our screen. Look at this place. This is a massive building.
Yeah.
Is this still in Russia?
Yes.
Are these still Russia? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Have you heard of those dragon houses, Shapu? Dragon houses?
Not sure
I
what
think
you
they're
mean.
in Ireland or something. Can you look up dragon houses? They kind of look like this stuff. They're on top of some mountain somewhere in, I think, was it Ireland or Scotland? Let's see if we can find anything on those.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got it? Oh, look, there's somebody climbing this one too. Look, there's two people.
Yeah.
Three people. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, keep this picture. I'll show that dragon house here.
All right, I'm going to come off my screen share and let you do yours. Here we go. Hang on one second.
Oh.
Yep,
Pretty
there they are.
Pretty similar.
It looks so much like what we're looking at.
Just like it, yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
These are in Ireland. Am I correct on that? Because I looked at them a few days ago. I don't remember.
Not
Scotland.
sure where they say it is.
What's the matter? Yeah.
Oh, is that your cat? We all have cats.
I have two kitties. I have two kitty cats.
No, that's not mine.
No, it's my two.
They say it's in Greece, Jen.
Oh, it's in Greece? Boy, I got that really wrong.
Well, there's probably some in Ireland too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so these are called dragon houses, guys. If you want to look them up, there's not a whole lot of pictures on them. There's a few. I'd like to see some tourism video, maybe some personal footage of somebody going up there into these things, but it doesn't matter either way. They're melted buildings. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Pretty similar to what you were showing.
All right. I'm going to go back over to my screen share. Share. Where are we at on time? Let me see. 7:45. Okay, we're doing good. All right. Let's go back over here. Nope. Let's put over this one. All right. So those people were climbing up the wall. Can you see this again?
Yep.
All right, good. Okay, so you can see some little holes or openings that still remain here. These could have been windows closing up on themselves right here. A couple of little openings, and you can see how this stuff was starting to. If it would have kept melting, it would have melted down over itself more and probably just covered up these lower ones and stuff. You can see the melt process. It's so crazy looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure is.
I can't get enough of this stuff. Anyway, so I'm going to switch to the other side.
Every night, every day, I'm on here looking at stuff, or I'm out doing boots on the ground, no matter what. I'm supposed to be packing, cleaning out 2 houses, my house and my mother's house, and I have to like work in, time to go do stuff. But it was just too hot today. Oh, too hot. So I stayed in here and did stuff.
I don't blame you, girl. It's too hot to even put my pool up.
I heard you say that earlier. I know. Too much.
So this looks like it's definitely part of a melted building. This probably was an arch that went over to this one here. It looks like some kind of entranceway maybe, or a gateway into something. Of course, this is all snow covered, but yeah, this is all parts of buildings right here. It's not natural outcropping. Yeah, right. I could use some of that right now.
Yeah.
So this one here's melting and getting all sloppy and starting to go sideways on itself, and it looks like you can still make out some rectangles here, some mortar trying to squish out somewhere there. Okay, so I think I dropped this site so everybody can look at the rest of it on their own. And I showed everything I wanted to show. So if anybody has anything they want to present, Patty, do you have anything you want to show us? Or you don't?
Not like that kind of stuff. I just have other boots on the ground stuff that I've done.
Yeah, so, if you want to screen share.
Yeah, I could do that. Let's see. Go to share.
She's ready. Are you ready?
Share screen. Click on that. Right. Share.
There you go. I just want to tell everybody Friday, I'm thinking maybe like around, what the heck time was I talking about? Anyway, Friday, I'm not sure the time just yet, but Deborah the Red Brick Chick is going to be on with me Friday afternoon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, or early evening.
Let's see. Can you see my stuff on the screen yet?
Yep, yeah. I'm going to make it extra big so everybody can see it real good.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. I have a few different things here that, nothing like the stuff that's out in the middle of nowhere like that Russian stuff, but it's all stuff I've done myself, boots on the ground.
Absolutely. I love that stuff.
So, all right, let's see. Let me go to this. This is a smaller file, but let me click on this. This is X factor damaged walls. Why don't we do that? Because it's kind of relative to all the damage you just showed, with all your evidence and everything. So these walls here are all over the town that I live in. Now, I don't know if there's anything like this up in Canada, Shapu. Have you seen walls that have these these rocks standing up straight like this on top? Have you seen anything
not that I know of, but
no,
they're trying to hide the bottom part.
Yeah, well, they're all over my area, my town, the cities around us, even over. I'm in Massachusetts, so even over the line in New Hampshire, I see them. So we talked about it on the other show, and we don't know. Maybe this happened when the event happened, so that the electricity that was passing through the very top layer of stones, may have stood up straight. And then when the event was done and it was cooling, you know, because none of these rocks are touching each other. It's really weird when you look at them.
Are they stuck there though?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
They're stuck.
solidified in, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I have a few different ones. Like this was it. There's a real estate office here that these were at. I stopped, and that's what I mean. I'm driving around and, you know, coming home from someplace. I go, oh, I got to stop and take a picture of this.
I love it. I love it, Patty.
Yeah. Yeah. So this wall goes way, 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 way down like this. This whole thing is like this. I have seen walls like this that have been much higher. I think perhaps most of this, maybe another 2 or 3 feet of it or whatever, are buried underground. But these rocks on the top here is what I'm really, you know, you can see these are all ballooned out. They're all heat damaged. The whole wall is. But why these are like this? I mean, I don't think people would take the time to take these certain kinds of rocks and like try to cement them all in like that. It didn't make any sense to me. So here's a little video of one of them.
Today's Saturday, July 9th, and I'm just videoing another one of these walls. Damaged walls. They have all these rocks stood up straight up.
Now, can you see how they're not even touching each other?
Well, yeah, you know what? I've seen this somewhere before. When I was up on Shiha, there's a spot where you can come down off of this wooden walkway and walk like the path of the Indians, right? And right at the end of the walkway where you step down onto the supposed dirt, there's a bunch of this stuff sticking up like this, just like this out of the ground. And I had said to Jeremy, I'm like, look, it's like this brick went sideways or something. Yeah. And it's real sharp and
they're really sharp. Yeah.
Yeah.
In another video that I did on it, I said, unless the people did that so nobody would sit there because you'd really hurt your ass, you know.
Right.
but I think it's actually from the event then. So if you saw it down your way too.
No,
wow.
Because they all look the same color and different, but I don't know.
It's just strange.
Just guessing. I just would find it hard to believe that there's people all over this town and the next couple towns over did this, went to all this trouble to do this. I don't know. So
that's really
This is kind of long. I'm gonna just walk down this way like this.
Just goes on and on.
It looks like a brick cemetery.
Yeah. There was some loose pieces on top, but it looks like it was rocks that somebody else just picked up and threw on there, you know? So this is just a still picture of it. And here's a closer picture, and you can see how it's like, I think Leanne calls it pebblecrete. See where like the mortar is, what's left of it, and it's like little pieces of, you know, stone, well, brick mixed in with it. It's not like regular, what we would call cement that we'd use now. It's just very strange that they're all, you know, kind of narrow and stood up like that. It's just, I think it had something to do with the event. I do.
Right.
But that's just my opinion.
That layer of brick could have been put in differently than the layers below it.
Yeah.
It does on the other angle. And
it could have been the top layer. Yeah, it could have been the top layer of the wall and go a different direction than the other ones. Right. You're right. Yeah, these are just some close pictures. That was just a piece that was lying there.
Nice.
It looked brick colored to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just that again. This is another one.
Like I said, these are all over town. On the next city over and over the state line.
You know, Steve is in Springfield, and he says that these kind of walls are all over the place up there, too.
Oh, really? He's in Springfield? Oh, wow. Oh, that's the other end of the state. That's not that far. Hi, Steve in Springfield.
Steve JMO.
All right. And then This was just another, this is an old house. It's called the Tenny Gate House. It's where the Methuen Historical Society is. And I went back, I had videoed here before, but I went back because the back side, one wall and the back side of the building looks like this. The front side is all blocks, but the back side looks like this. So I just went back to take, a video of it. Oh, that's something else. I'll show you that in a minute. Well, no, I might as well do it now. We're talking about those funny rocks, right? A friend of mine went to Paris about 5 or 6 years ago, and she told me she had pictures, if I wanted to look through any of the pictures like this, the archways. So as I'm looking through them, I see this at the top. Look at this. What do you think this is? What does this look like to you?
It looks like what you just showed us on that wall. Can you zoom in on it?
Rocks. It looks like those rocks, doesn't it?
Can you zoom in on?
It's called let's see how my French is. The Arc. Maybe you better pronounce it, Chapeau. Arc de Triomphe in the center of Place Charles de Gaulle at Triomphe.
Triomphe.
Thank you. I'm Polish and English and Irish, so I can't talk the French. But that's what those rocks look like, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
It does to me, anyways. Let me see if I can. Well, it's a little too close now, but it looks to me like those rocks that are all standing up. So that
it sure does.
It was a type of a reaction that occurred during the event. That's what I think.
Never seen this on top of the arch. We'll relook at my pictures.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to look at other stuff I have too now. I just saw this last night, actually, when I was looking through her pictures. I went, oh my God. That looks like
you got that eagle eye. You got the eagle eye, Patty.
Yeah. I'm trying to have it anyway. So that's what those pictures are, though. I just wanted to show that. There it is. There's the name of it. There's the whole site. And then this was another one of her pictures. This is some of the gargoyles that were on Notre Dame Cathedral.
Yeah, that's creepy.
They are creepy, aren't they? They're really creepy. So that's just a small folder on those things. This is let's see. How much time do you have for your show, Jen? How long do you go?
Let me see what time it is. I probably have another half an hour.
All right. This is Haverhill, Massachusetts, which is like a couple of towns away from me. And I went last weekend just to get, old world style buildings. So that's what this is. You want to see that?
Yeah.
All right. We'll go to that one. All right. So this church, I just drove around looking for old type buildings. It turns out this was called St. James Church. And it just really caught my eye because of all this work, this intricate stuff that's on it and everything. So that was me across the street. And then I decided to go park in the back parking lot. And when I got there, one of my favorite things I love to see are chimneys. I'm fascinated by some of the chimneys that I've been filming, right? And I was surprised to see this chimney there, but this one happens to be right next to the church. Most of the big, huge ones I filmed are not adjacent to any buildings. They're just, out in the middle of parking lots. So, but I took a picture of that to add to my chimney collection.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I came to Haverhill, Massachusetts this afternoon. There's a lot of old-style churches and buildings in the area, so I decided to take a picture of some of those things. Okay? Enjoy. Hi,
So this is when I started filming it.
I'm in the church in Haverhill. I could stop and I'm going to go see what the name of it is. I feel funny. I don't even know the name of it, but I'm just taking a video of this old world. And they have a chimney. One of my favorite things, the chimneys. And that little steeple up there. I'm going to go to the other side of it now.
So that's how I found out the name, the sign. It was really windy that day.
All right, so just imagine the video we watched at the very beginning where the guy had those sensors on the bricks and he was checking the voltage of the bricks. Yeah. He said seven volts, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this place. It's all brick. What kind of energy is that thing pulling in?
I know. Now, and you know what was really strange about this, and I think I'm going to say it in the video. You know how we always see the very large arch entryway first on these churches and cathedrals, and then the two smaller ones, one on
Yeah.
each side. Well, this has 4. I've never seen one with 4. This one has 4. I don't know why.
Huh.
Oops, wait a minute. Let's go back to the video.
Okay. So it's called St. James Parish. I always find it amazing that all these churches always have 3 entryways. This one has 4.
Mm.
There's 4 large arched entryways. It's pretty decorative too, for the stairs here. Let's see if I can go in.
I was going to try to go in. Now, I think this picture came up next. I put this in this album this way. These decorative things, all of these things here,
Yeah.
that are all over
Yep.
those pyramid-shaped things on the arches. I have a close-up that's going to come up that I'm going to show you. And when I realized what I was seeing, I want you to tell me if I'm crazy, what I think I'm seeing, all right?
Okay.
These each look like something, and each one of them is different. Can you see these different poses on these things? There's different poses. They're little, for lack of a better word, lizard creatures, okay?
Huh.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. When I do the close-up, you'll see what I'm saying. It's just, well, that's nothing. That's not it. It's this one. Look at this.
Oh.
I mean, am I crazy, or can you see that?
Yeah, that's weird looking.
You can see it, right? And
Yeah.
each one of them is different. Each one is a different pose and like a different, I don't know. When I realized that when I was putting the album together, I went, holy shit, what is that?
What's this place called again? St. James Church?
St. James Church in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Yes. Now, I haven't really paid much attention to all these other churches and stuff that I've filmed, but of course now I'm going to, and I'll be revisiting other stuff too. But isn't that weird? That's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy. I know.
I know a lot of these places you really need to go back and look at the history, because
Yeah.
many of these places have been destroyed and rebuilt the same exact way, but without the tech in them.
Yeah.
But they kept all the stones that they couldn't reproduce, but the brick, they made it
Yeah.
like the new bricks.
See, those things are right way up here. See this? This is where those things were, way up above this. It's like a pyramid shape on the top. But when I saw that with those little eyes, I went, oh my God, am I crazy or what? I guess not. You saw them, right?
No, they did this on almost every cathedral and churches.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
They had like figures and
but the church was locked. I couldn't go in.
Just take a video here. This is the front of it. So the church
And that's when it was built,
says it was built in 1884.
supposedly.
Huh.
I guess they're doing some work here on the sidewalks all dug up.
Whoops, what did I do?
Across the
I'm
street.
sorry, that's me. I
Oh,
hit
that
the
says
wrong
it was
button
built
here.
in 1884. I guess they're doing some work here on the sidewalks all dug up. Whoops. Yeah, it is all dug up. I'm gonna take a few pictures of it. Yeah.
So it said 1894.
1884.
1884. Huh.
Yeah.
There's some pretty good brickwork for 1884.
Yeah, I know, huh? And this was on the side, I think.
Yeah. Had a chimney.
Oh, you had to film the chimney, you know me.
Tall.
Why would a church have a chimney? Are they cremating?
I don't know. I
people?
don't know. That's a good question, Shapu. Listen to the wind.
But all these moldings are original for sure.
It always seems to go underground.
Wow.
That one's coming out of the chimney.
You know, when we went to Spartanburg last year for Flattoberfest, all the buildings there look like this. All of them.
Really?
Yep, everything there, new and old, everything is red brick. Everything.
Wow. These are just some of the stained glass windows. This is the one. I zoomed in on this one. I mean, I'm not purposely looking for like really creepy stuff, but it just seems to be there, you know? This one here, this is an outline of whoever this is supposed to be. But look at what's on the center on his shirt with the horns. I mean, I looked at this and I went, what the hell is that?
Oh, yeah, that's like those Russian Orthodox people. They wear those black things with all those sigils all over it.
Yeah. I don't
Wow.
know. That's creepy. I mean, I'm saying it's creepy. I mean, it's just not anything I'm used to seeing, but now I'm looking for all these things, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to start really finding stuff when you're looking, you find all kinds of crazy stuff.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, usually they put like a heart with the sun rays around it.
Yeah. Yeah. So this was another one right up the street, Greek Orthodox Church.
In Haverhill, Massachusetts.
This looks like some yellow brick.
Yeah. 2 domes.
They have a special ceremony or something.
So I just went and walked and took, you know, videos and still pictures of different things. Oops. Oh, you know, in that one, wait a minute. You know what caught my eye on that? This shape here, look. And then this right here. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And then the same shape at the top. Look at those windows.
Very interesting. I'd like to see the interior walls of this place down the bottom.
Yeah.
There's probably a whole bottom section to this thing.
And look at how this wall comes out and how low this is to the ground right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. That's just a side view of it. And that was the front view. This is really scorched here, this part, the lower part. You know, of course, these are all used to be bricks. Look at them now.
Oh, they just went around picking up the stones that were laying around. Built this perfect wall with that.
Yeah. And this was not a church or anything. It was just a building, and you can just tell it's old world, you know, and it's got these strange kind of chimneys here on the top, 2 of them.
Now, let's just take a look at the roofing. It's got that black roofing.
Yeah.
If that was going to melt down, that stuff could just come dripping down it.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And you've said that in so many videos. I know it. Yeah.
I would love to explore that place. That's really cool.
Yeah. I think it's actually apartments, you know.
They did turn a lot of these into like apartment buildings.
Yeah.
Specifically in Spartanburg, we had gotten into one of these old buildings.
Wow.
And they converted it to apartments. But they said they used to do yarn or something at this factory, and they converted it, you know, now in modern times into an apartment building.
Yeah. That's what they're doing with a lot of the mills down in the next city over to Methuen, Lawrence. They've converted a lot of the old mill buildings into apartments now. Oh, that's a close-up of those chimneys. I couldn't tell what kind of material it was. It almost looks like it's metal, tin, or is it just melted brick? Because look at the lines. So, it's hard to tell.
Right.
I think it may be brick, this part of it. This probably, no, but this could have been brick. Look at it. It looks like little characters on there, too. I'm seeing all these crazy things now. Oh, now this is one of those walls when I was walking a little further down the street, and it's not the sharp rocks like we were just looking at it on the other walls.
Uh-huh.
They're like more rounded stones, but it's the same thing. They're spaced apart. Nothing's touching. So, and it's a very heat damaged wall too. So I just figured, well, I'll take a shot of that too. I'll add it to my other collection.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Goes right with that.
And then this was just another old building. I just took a shot of that one.
These old buildings, go back to that building, Patty.
Okay.
Please. These old buildings are in every town, everywhere you go.
Right.
They're everywhere. These are pre-X Factor buildings that survived the meltdown.
Yeah. Yeah. They're every place, no matter where you go. No matter where you go. And then this is the Haverhill City Hall. Now, I took a couple of shots of this in a short video. The wind is crazy. It was a very windy day the day I took them. But what caught my eye was these pillars that are up here. See the pillars?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there's pillars. There's these other kind of pillar things here. But it was almost like you have to go up 2 flights of stairs to get up to those 3 archway entries. Because the street level is where I was standing. Look at how many stairs there are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's on a hill. And besides that, this is on a hill. So that
everything in Springfield, Massachusetts is on a hill too. Even the cemeteries.
The cemetery that I filmed 2 cemeteries, and even the graves were what are supposed to be the original graves, which I don't think they're not the original markers, are up on hills. It's the craziest thing. Wow. I don't know where the video is. And look here's the date. So let's see how good our Roman numerals are. 1908, I think. 1001. That'd be 908. 1908. I'm surprised I even remembered that. Wow. Oh, this is kind of neat. This is located in Haverhill, and I decided to take a ride to it. It's called Winnie Kinney Castle. And I did look up the background, and I was going to take a picture of it. I don't think it's in here. I didn't do it. I kind of forgot. But, it goes back to like the 1800s. Some guy built it.
Winnie Kinney Castle.
Wow.
Mm.
Pretty. They have nice flowers here.
Now, what is this place now?
It's just used for events, like people can have, a wedding reception there or whatever,
Yeah.
Take pictures, and I guess the city owns it. See, she was taking pictures from her graduation or something.
Wow, this is beautiful here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, I know.
That is cooked out.
It sure is.
Look at that piece. Wow, Patty, that's a good one.
Yeah. And look at that one up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I zoom in on it. Yeah.
God, it looks like it's like not quite glass, but it was going glass.
Yeah.
Oh, but look, you got some good brick hanging out up there.
Yeah. There's a few spots. Yeah.
Huh. God, the flowers are so pretty.
Mm. bricks up there on the right, see 'em?
Oh yeah. That tower probably had tech up there too. They probably just took it down.
Oh yeah. Hide everything. Somebody lives right next door to it. That's kind of funny.
Here around the side.
See the brick right there, right in the middle?
All right, guys, I got to get ready to go pick up the hubby.
All right.
This is really good stuff, Patty. Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Really? I didn't have time to show my stuff.
Well, Shapu, I have about maybe 15 minutes before I have to get ready to leave. We can end out with your stuff on the back end here. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll give you the screen. And I'm going to mute myself. Hold on. So, Patty, let me see if I can help you stop screen share here.
Yeah.
See if I can.
What do I have to do here? Anything? Stop screen or no?
Yeah, just hit stop screen share.
Okay. Yeah.
That should work. I don't know. There we go. Yay. All right, cool. All right, Shapu, it's all you. You got 15 minutes. I'm going to be kind of running around here doing a few things as you're presenting, all right?
Yeah, I'm just going to show like a place that kind of looks like what you just showed, but
oh, wow.
They say that this place was a building. Yeah. They call it a building.
Oh, really?
Really?
Huh.
Yeah. But you will see that this whole place is the same thing all over. And look, it's all part of the same structure. All of it.
Wow.
So back there, you can see that all straight walls. You can see like bricks out here.
So they admit this was a building?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Well, what are they saying happened to it?
They don't know. They say it's just an old building. It's so old that that's what it looks like.
That it fell apart and it melted, yeah.
Yeah, but you can see that the old mountain is the same thing.
Wow.
Same structure. And you can see that really under the water, you can still see
the melt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Bella Island. Remember when we did Bella Island?
Yeah.
Look at that arch down there at the very base. You can see an arch.
Yeah.
At water level too.
But all underneath, it's still blocks. Yeah. Look, under the water.
Yeah, look at that.
Underwater meltification.
Yeah. All this was a big, tall building.
Yep. Melted steps.
Melted steps going nowhere. I'll go fast because that's...
Oh, you're good.
But I will probably do a post about this tomorrow on Facebook. So.
Now, where's this place at?
This is called... what's it called again?
Oh, there you can really see the blocks.
Yeah, that's why they have to say that it was a building, you know. But they don't say that the rest is a building, but you can see here parts of it here. Parts of it.
Those kind of trees, I think it's in Greece or something, or Italy.
No, this is I'll have to go. Oh, Kekova in Turkey. Yeah.
Oh, it's in
Oh,
Turkey.
wow.
Okay. Well, Greece, that's not too far from Turkey.
No.
But look, yeah, you could see that whole thing there was a building. Look at that. It's like every other building in Turkey that we showed
Yeah.
you. Melted down.
Look at the bricks. Yeah.
It's the same kind of rocks that you can find at the bottom parts, like
Yep.
right here. So we know that,
They want to say it's just weathered and it's really old.
yes, that's what they say.
And look at this thing in the water. What is that in the water right there? That's like
Mhm.
a wall under the water.
Yeah, it's part of the building that they agreed that it was a building, but we know that all of
See,
this.
this is where geology and archaeology clash and they smash right into each other right here at this place. Okay.
Right here, there's no denying that there was some building, but it's half melted.
That's
all
right.
these walls. You can still see blocks coming out of this carved wall that they would say, but even in the bottom part, still bricks.
Kairos is asking, did the water cause the short circuiting? I don't know if the water caused the short circuiting. I think the grid fried due to the pole shift that took place.
Yeah.
With the electromagnetic plasma discharge that fried stuff. And then, with all this heat, I feel that I can't prove this, but I feel like our dome is made of some kind of ice, maybe salty ice kind of crystalline structure. And when the heat rose from this extreme heat event from the grid frying, the dome started to melt and shed, and we had a flood, and that cooled everything off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
You can see all the wall still there, but you can still see the melt under the water. And if you go there diving, you can see a lot of remains.
Oh, I bet.
This is a popular diving spot. They call it the sunken city. Kekova, the sunken city. But look, they all build their all their new homes on the old melted buildings, like they do everywhere. Again.
Oh, another set of stairs to nowhere.
Yeah. It's just amazing place. Still can find some bricks lying everywhere. Building is clearly melted, If this was a building, this was building too, and this.
It's all melted as fuck.
Look, all of it, but you can still find remains.
That is crazy looking, dude. That's probably like a whole neighborhood.
Yep. Only remains that they can find. And they put all of these all around it. I don't even know what they are called. Maybe they say they are tombs, but it's all over Turkey, these things.
Huh.
And they probably don't even know why they are there or what is it for.
Yeah, they're weird looking.
Yeah. And I've seen many of them all around Turkey, everywhere. Like here, like you can see one.
Oh, yeah.
Up,
Oh, wow. That is strange.
And I've seen many, even in Myra, Myra in Turkey.
Uh-huh.
They have a lot of these things. They say probably they are tombs.
Oh, you can see windows there and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
wow.
Stuff. Melted stuff.
That is
melted
so
when
cool. The mountain is the building, guys. It's a mountain of melted buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right after this, how much time do I have still left?
A few minutes.
All right, look at these steps again.
Nope. Freaking steps are all
Look,
muffed up.
these ones, they go like around, like a circle.
Right.
This tower of this castle, you know. Yeah, because I have like a 30-second.
Really melted.
Yes.
Okay, now this has a pyramid. Go back to that last picture. It looked
This one
like a pyramid.
or this one?
Oh. No, it was a different one. It was like a pyramid. I don't know. The mountain looked like a pyramidal
That
structure.
one.
There you go. That one there.
Yeah,
The
that
pyramid.
There's a castle on top.
Look at that.
The remain of a castle.
Of course.
And there's an arch. Standing arch right here.
Oh yeah, look it, all just standing by itself. Huh.
But they could have like refurbished it, like these, probably just put on there. Because this place was mangled. Look underneath. You can still see like the structure of the
Oh
bricks.
yeah, look at that. That's a good shot right there.
Mm.
Again, look, there's like a pathway here. You can see.
Oh yeah, look at this. There's a lot going on underwater for sure.
Yeah, but you can go diving there and see the.
Oh, that would be fun. I'd love to do that.
Yeah. So this.
And if
Go
remember
ahead.
we looked at that China wall in Hawaii, people were diving this spot
Yes,
called
this
China
was
Wall.
crazy.
Yeah.
This place was
Wow.
crazy. And wait, I just want to play this really fast. It's 23 seconds because it's just crazy.
Okay.
You all can see it.
Yes.
Don't need that sound. It's just music. But look at this. There's nothing else to say. You know. What's going on?
Wow.
And I can't even find picture of this place because I searched
Wow.
it. Just
You can
amazing.
see the melt. Look at it. It's
Mm.
flowing.
Right down here, here. Just amazing.
It is amazing. Wow.
Oh, look at this. This is the other side. It's just crazy.
It's crazy looking. I bet there's way more underground. We don't even
Oh,
know
yeah.
what the level is, guys. We
Yeah,
really
how many
don't.
more stories are underground? We don't even know.
So thanks for this. This
was
Oh
fast-
no problem. Thank you.
Excellent.
My husband had texted me saying that he had 3 miles to go before he got off his exit. So I usually get ready to go, and then I'm all set to go out of the house when he calls and says he's ready to be picked up. But it's no problem at all, Shippo. I love you guys.
I love you too, Jen. And Patty, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too in person finally. Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Patty, if you get a chance, or I'm going to do it after the show, I'm going to put your show link, your channel link in the description box. But do you have it available now? Can you pop it in the chat?
Well, you want to hear something really cool? I only started that channel a few weeks ago. What do I have to do? Just copy and paste it, the link?
Yeah, when you go to your channel on your phone or on your YouTube, it should have a share button. There's 3 little dots in the upper right-hand corner of your phone.
Yeah.
And then it'll say share. You just copy the link because it'll say copy in your share choices. So copy it and then drop it over here in the chat.
Okay. All right. I will.
I appreciate everybody being here. We still have 54 people here, guys. That's pretty awesome.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
And a big shout out to the Eagle Eye crew over there. Them guys are doing awesome work over on Spartan Red's channel. Make sure you're subbed and billed over there. They always have a live stream going. I can't even keep up with them. They live stream so much.
Almost every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't find that.
What's called your channel, Patty, again?
The name of it is just Patty G, capital P on Patty and a capital G period. I think Natalie was in chat earlier, and I think she actually shared it in the chat.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So
Nope, that's not the right one. Yeah, I have it in my... I can't seem to find it.
I know when James was looking for it to put it up
Yeah,
over on Spartan's channel, he said, go about 5 or 6 down. Don't go to the first 2. Those were strippers.
Okay, I just posted the channel, Patty.
You did?
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Shapu.
Thank you very much. Well, at least now I know how to do it now, too. Thank you, Shapu.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I love you. Make sure you sub and bell to Shapu's channel. His links are under the show in the description box. And Patty as well. She is doing her boots on the ground exploration meltologist work. Thank you, Patty, so much for coming on with us. It was nice.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored. I really am. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to have to do this more often for sure. All right, guys, let it not be said that we stood by and did nothing. I got to go pick up my husband, and we are out of here.
There you go. Good night.